But Johnny, let's end the podcast with our final topic, our fourth topic of the podcast. And what we're looking at is, this is an interesting one because part of me thinks the question is like, what are you talking about? However, it's interesting because I think it has validity in the sense of its question is, so the question for this topic is basically, will Spider-Man films rule 2018? And your first thought to me, well, the first thing you said to me was Venom. That's all we got, right?
Yeah.
However,
really,
we're still going to have, you got to remember, with the Sony Spider-Verse, that Into the Spider-Verse, the animated trailer that we saw,
I forgot about that,
is going to be involved in that. So basically we have Venom and we have Into the Spider-Verse. And the Screen Rant article I pulled this from was basically an article talking about 2008 Spider-Man movies. So Spider-Man
18.
into the 18. The Venom movie and Into the Spider-Verse. Are those going to be more exciting than the Avengers? Is it going to be more exciting than the Marvel lineup we have right now for the MCU? We've got Infinity War, we've got
Black Panther, we've got I'm thinking Ant-Man and Wasp. And I'll ask you, will the Spider-Man films rule 2018? Will we be more excited about them at the end of the year? When 2017's all and over, will we be more excited about these films than we were about the MCU? As of now, I can't say I will. Because did you see Infinity War's trailer? Have you seen Black
remember
Panther?
our reaction to it.
Yes.
Our immediately reaction to it.
Yeah, the one we started messaging each other. Holy shit!
Yep, it was insane.
Black Panther, the trailer for that.
Oh, the latest trailer, they gave you what you wanted, by the way, with
Did I miss
Ulysses Claw. You might have missed it because it was during the national championship game for college football.
I missed it.
They actually gave you what you wanted with Ulysses Claw. He's got his photon cannon or whatever. It's not a photon cannon.
It's a sound cannon.
It's a sound cannon, but they gave him that. And you can actually see him using it now.
Out.
Yeah, you do.
I somehow missed that.
Yeah, they gave him, I saw that and I'm like, Johnny's going to be happy. They gave him his cannon arm.
I might piss my
pants. You've been hammering for. But the thing that I look at with this is I kind of want to say no right now. Only because Infinity War.
Yeah.
Like Infinity War, and it's kind of like what Chris Evans said in that panel I was listening to. Marvel never misses.
No.
He's like, they never miss on a movie. So taking that into it, like, am I going to be excited for the Spider-Man movies?
Yeah.
Yes. But at the end of the year, am I going to be more exciting? I think it all rides on, for the MCU, I'll be completely honest, it all rides on Avengers. Because Ant-Man and Wasp is going to be, I bet you walking out of that, it's going to be, that was a good movie. However, it's the same comedy we saw in Ant-Man 1.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be, that was fun.
It's one of those, yeah, that was exactly like walking on Ant-Man. Well, that was a fun movie.
Yeah.
That was a real fun movie.
And, well, don't forget, for Ant-Man, when we saw it, hey, I got this T-shirt.
Hey, I got this T-shirt, and then mine was too small, so I gave it to like Dave or someone. But then it was
I think you gave me
Black Panther.
You gave me it, and I gave Dave mine because mine was a size smaller.
That's right. Then Black Panther is one of those where I think it's going to be really good, but it's not going to be on the same hype level.
No, I mean we're going to say fuck
War.
yeah,
yeah,
but we're not going to like basically. I have the vision of pissing my pants during Infinity Wars.
And do these Spider-Man films have the potential to be better at the end of the year? I'll say yeah.
Yeah, they have potential, but to beat out Infinity Wars is kind of a stretch at this point.
It depends. Like, the only way I
say kind of a stretch.
The only way I would say this rules 2018 in your mind is if you're a Spider-Man fan. And that may be the only reason why I'm giving it a little bit more shot than you are.
Yeah.
Because my two favorite heroes, if I had to pick one DC and one Marvel, I've got Batman on the DC side. I've got Spidey on the Marvel side. Like, those are my jams.
Yeah.
Just give me guys who, as they were kids, have their Uncle Bens or their fathers and mothers killed, and that's a hero that I can relate to. Not really. My parents never died. Never had anyone die like that when I was a kid. However, those are my
You just
heroes.
like parentless heroes.
I love the tragedy. I love just wrapping my arms around that hero and saying, you are my hero. You are the one that I am going to fight for and defend. In every superhero argument, Batman can beat Superman. Write it down. However, that might be one of the only reasons for the Spidey universe, because I'm interested to see how they do this. Venom's going to set it up. We've seen there's clips now of him talking to Brazil Comic-Con, where he was in the Venom shirt and he was talking a little bit. They were on the San Francisco set that they haven't let anyone see before. We've seen a little bit of what he could look like in the symbiote and heard more about that movie. And then the animated movie's interesting because it looks at it to where Peter Parker's dead and there's multiple Spider. It's not just Miles Morales.
Spider-Men.
There's Spider-Men and women. We probably get Spider-Gwen in there too.
Maybe.
That are all dancing around here in this kind of New York landscape. So I would say that right now for the Spider-Man stuff, it's not a for sure, yes, it's going to rule and be better than the Avengers, but in the intriguing battle, I would say these two movies are more intriguing than Infinity War. I think Infinity War is more hype. I can't wait for this ride I've been on for 10, 12 years to be over. Whereas the Spider-Man ones are, wow, I'm intrigued because you either love or hate, in your mind, hate the old Spider-Man films.
The old ones, yeah.
But it's more intriguing in the sense of, will Sony finally get it right? That's what I think it is. More intriguing than Avengers, yes. Better than them right now, I don't know. I got to wait and see.
My thing would be, I agree with you. It's more intriguing because we've had less on this, other than like little snippets here and there.
And we've never had a Spideyverse. Like we're also after.
Yeah, we did get a Spidey. That's true.
After 2018, we're even also going to have Black and Silver.
Yeah,
the Silver Sable Black Cat movie as well.
Yeah, the plans are for that too. Yeah, the thing is,
and
like,
Homecoming too.
Yeah, and well, that's Marvel's.
It's still kind of Sony in there. It's a Marvel movie though.
Yeah, but the thing with that is, I'm intrigued for the Spideyverse, and just like Venom, that combo. Yeah. But is it gonna beat out? As of now, I'm gonna say no. It's not.
It's not gonna beat it out the box office. Don't expect that.
Well, no. I even like to beat out for like to answer our question. Is it gonna like win 2018? As of now, no, because I am more excited for Black Panther and Infinity Wars, and it's cool we got the extra of Ant-Man and Wasp. I'm not saying that that's going to make or break anything, but those two movies that I just mentioned are the ones that so far seem like they're going to win 2018. And I'll have to wait and see too with that.
Let's put it into this perspective, and this is all kind of predicting stuff.
Yeah.
Because we haven't seen the movies. I am basically going to throw this out there, is the fact that if you were to ask me beginning of the year, which it technically is right now still.
Basically.
For our movie awards that we're going to have at the end of the year again, if you haven't checked out our 2017 ones, please check them out. However, the thing that I would ask, if you asked me, like, okay, predict what's going to be the movie of the year for you guys end of the year. I would say hands down, like we're at the end of the year, we're pulling up the nominations again. We're announcing Avengers Infinity War Best Picture.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I would say.
That's what I picture so
far.
However,
that's because of the hype machine and the extra hype for Infinity War. Like,
it's getting an award. I'm predicting that now.
I think it's gonna get Best Picture. And, of course, people watching the podcast are probably like, well, you guys are the main voters, so whatever you say goes. But I could watch it and think it's horrible. That could happen. There's still that possibility. Or there's another movie like... Here's the thing, and this is a little off top from the Spider-Man, but I want to get into it now.
Okay.
I was talking to Brandon last night before our meeting here for MVP, and I said, I'm like, you know what? I was kind of upset. Not upset, but I was kind of bummed that we didn't get to see The Greatest Showman because I'm hearing so many good things about it. And I feel like if we would have seen it, either it would have been involved in Best Picture or Hugh Jackman
could have won.
Would have won Show Stealer of the Year.
Because then he would have 2 just like Michael Keaton.
And then he would have been higher movies as well. He would have won it. Well, that's, again...
It would have affected
as
awards.
we even stated in that, as you clicked above me earlier, the whole thing that would have been on that is if he won Show Stealer. So I don't know. We didn't see the movie, and that's because of time conflicts.
From what I'm hearing, and this is just me happenstance, there's probably 2 people I would have picked.
Hugh Jackman,
probably either Hugh Jackman or Zendaya.
Zendaya, okay.
Which Zendaya also would have been a second person we've seen in a movie.
Second person we've seen in a movie. She didn't get Show Stealer though.
No, well, Mary Jane wasn't. Was
a big part.
MJ wasn't getting a Show Stealer.
No, she wasn't.
And let's be completely honest, probably was not. Michael Keaton stole that show completely. But getting back to the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on like coming into 2018? These are the 2 movies we have: the Into the Spider-Verse, Venom. I know it's early. I know it's January. What are you thinking about them? Like, yeah, we said they're more intriguing, but what are your thoughts coming in? Start with Venom. Your thoughts right now. I know we've talked about it in the past, but are you excited? Are you intrigued? Go more in depth.
Well, I'm excited and intrigued with Venom because I hear it like we keep getting snippet here, snippet there of what the storyline's supposed to finally follow.
And the thing I heard, I don't know if this is true. This is probably just speculation.
But we haven't even got a trailer yet.
The biggest question that I hear is going to be what they do at Carnage. And I know we talked about Carnage as well. Yeah, you're late on that one.
I am a little bit.
But the thing is, we talked about Carnage. However, it's from what I hear, what they could do is instead of having Cassidy be Carnage, the guy who's probably going to be the main baddie, who's the head of the lab that is studying the symbiote and trying to create multiple versions of it, they could, if they wanted to, make him the version of Cassidy that bonds with Carnage. So it's basically you have this antagonist who's already the evil baddie binds with Carnage right there.
Could do that.
Like, that's what I'm hearing. I don't know if I would like that completely, but that's the biggest question about this movie is you're going to have these symbiotes. Obviously, you're going to have Carnage in it. What are you going to do with Carnage?
No, I'm kind of excited, and I'm not like the hype of Infinity Wars or Black Panther. I'll get to why on that. But I'm also intrigued because and it all ties in together because we haven't even gotten like a legitimate trailer yet for this. No, and it's supposed to come out this year. And so it's like, well, you guys haven't given me much to get excited about yet because I don't know much about the movie other than what's come out in articles, what you and I have talked about, potential stuff. And now that you brought this up, it's like I kind of was hoping for Cassidy.
And we should be getting a trailer soon because it comes out in October.
Yeah, so we should have.
It's October
soon, if not already.
October 5th, 2018 is when we're going to get it.
We should soon, if not already, have gotten one. But, yeah. I mean, so that's the thing. I mean, when are we going to get a Venom trailer to like get us excited about Venom? As for the Into the Spider-Verse, you said that's supposed to be
it's an animated
movie?
That's what they're saying. It's an animated movie.
Something like that sounds a lot more like it should be a series on TV. So I'm intrigued, and I don't know if I'm super excited about it at the moment. Because the animation reminded me of that other Spider-Man thing that came out and was very short-lived.
It is from what it says online, an American computer animated superhero film.
Yeah. No, I don't know if you remember that shortly lived animated Spider-Man film. Or not film, but series that came out.
And the thing that's interesting about it, it's going to be in theaters.
Okay, so it is
like it's not going to be like one of those where it's straight to DVD. Let's see what we get. No, this is going to be in theaters. It's going to be in IMAX. It's going to be in real IMAX 3D.
Interesting.
Like, this is going to be legit a movie that we get. But that one's also... Here's another thing, and this might play into it too, where the Marvel movies, the 3 that we have, Marvel, May, June, July. Early. The 2 Spider-Man ones, October and December. October 5th, December 21st.
Wow.
So there's that part of it too of will they rule 2018 because they're going to be the last thing we saw and the freshest thing in our minds as the year ends.
As you can sorry, let's try English again.
Sometimes it's hard, man.
It is. It's a complicated language. As you can see in our award show, you can see that doesn't always make the case.
Yeah.
Look who was in the running and won best movie of the year.
Logan.
Yeah. And that was at the beginning of March of 2017? February.
Yeah, it was February.
It's one of the first.
Because that was the first
movie review we did.
Well, it was also the first podcast we recorded.
It was.
Because we recorded the first ever podcast and then we did the Logan review.
That's right.
Logan review still the longest review by like 5 minutes, I think. Like
still longest 5 review.
Minutes. The thing, like, that's also an important part of when they come out, though, to me.
Yeah, that's true.
Because Rule 2018 doesn't really mean in everyone's minds where do they rank on the Rick and Johnny movie awards.
That's very true.
It's just general perception, and I wonder, because they're coming out so late, if they do a good enough job, if people are so hyped then about them to where they almost forget about like a Black Panther, about an Ant-Man, because I don't think you forget about an Avengers. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see these two films, especially I'm most intrigued about Into the Spider-Verse, because this is the first time that I can remember a studio saying, you know what, we're going to have an animated one that's going to tie in. However, I wonder what this will mean for the future, because that animated one showed Peter Parker's grave in the trailer. So Tom Holland's not going to be related to that one? Like,
guess he's not.
You're not going to, but then how is it related? Are they related to the live actions? That's what I'm intrigued about with this one. But any final thoughts on the Spider-Man movies before we wrap this shindig up?
I'm intrigued about them. I'm a little bit excited for Venom, and I don't know how I feel about Into the Spider-Verse yet, just because, like I said, it's reminding me of that short-lived, and like I said, I don't remember if you remember it, the computer animated Spider-Man that came out for a little bit.
The Neil Patrick Harris one.
Yeah.
Where all I could do is listen to Spider-Man and hear Barney Stinson.
Yeah, I didn't like that one. It was
I hated it because
I didn't like the animation.
I love NPH. But he's not Spider-Man.
No, but I also the biggest thing for me was the animation. I didn't like it. So I'm intrigued to see how it goes with this, because we just got like a really short trailer before. Yeah. And maybe we'll get like a little bit better trailer so we can see a little bit how the animation's going to be. But obviously they're going to get our money anyways, right, Ricky?
Yeah, no, they are. We're going to go see it. We're going to review it.
Yeah.
It's a Marvel like character.
Yeah.
So of course we're going to go see it.
But it's going to be interesting doing an
animated one.
Yeah.
It'll be our first animated review that's in a theater.
Yeah.
Because we'll do we're going to do some Netflix ones.
Netflix series.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll throw in some Disney ones if something comes up that we really want to see. But yeah.
Going to be reviewing Titans too. I know that's not animated, but that's going to be huge too.
We'll have to do that.
But this is where you guys come in. Let us know what you guys think down below about the Spider-Verse movies. Will they rule 2018? Let us know down below in the comment section. Also, if you're on YouTube listening to the full podcast or just this segment, thank you guys for watching the podcast today. If you're on Blog Talk Radio, iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher, did I say Stitcher?
I think you did.
I guess did.
But you can say it again.
Or mostvaluablepodcast.com. Thank you guys for checking out the full audio podcast. If you're on YouTube, we also have full audio podcasts in all of the places that I just named. Housekeeping here at the end. Number one, you want an MVP t-shirt. All that's down below in the description with the directions. 2, if you loved what we did here today, make sure to check out patreon.com/mostvaluablepodcast. It's the one way to help support the channel and get a little bit of reward. You can get a Patreon podcast for supporting us. You can get be able to become a member, or not a member, a guest on the show. Talking about whatever you would like to talk about for that month. And then also, if you're on iTunes, please give the Rick and Johnny podcast 5 stars. If you haven't already, check out mostvaluablepodcast.com. And thank you to our patrons for making that happen. I want to thank you guys for either watching this podcast, listening to this podcast, and as always, have a good day, everybody.